Hi folks, how we doing? This is what we're building next. It's quite an old model from back in the day. The Tamiya Leyton House March CG901B. One instruction manual. Now I've got the proper paint to do this in Leyton House blue. Unfortunately, I've had it in stock a while and been handling it, so that's lost its print, but it's zero paint Leyton House blue. The main body is moulded in more or less the correct colours, but it looks plasticky. We've got the suspension parts there as well, brake ducts, everything moulded in normal quality Tamiya. Sets of wheels, and these are the screwing. There's some screws in there, screw them into the hubs. And finally, wheels, engine, side pods, engine gearbox, seat, bulkhead, wings, front and rear wings, radiators and steering wheel. Now, that decal site doesn't look too bad for how old it is. There is some signs of yellowing, but if I go into my file, in here somewhere should be the Studio 27s. One set of Studio 27 decals for this model. Now, which driver I'll do, I haven't got a clue yet. It's going to be a choice of Ivan Capelli, a very talented Italian driver who, like so many other Italian drivers, ended up going to Ferrari and his career being ruined. Or Maurizio Guglielmin, Brazilian, who ended up in IndyCars. What he did after IndyCars, I don't know. I think, if I remember correctly, he ended up doing Brazilian stock car racing and then retired. But the other thing this car is famous for was it was the first successful car designed by Adrian Newey, the chap who went on to design race winning cars for Williams, for McLaren, and more latterly for Red Bull. His initial was with March in IndyCars, and this car was built by March originally until Leyton House brought all the rights to the car, and it all went pear-shaped from there on in. But at the time, this was a very successful car, powered by the British Judd V8, an engine that was developed on a shoestring compared to the likes of Honda and Renault, but on a very smooth track. It was a car that could really turn heads, and the main one they had was at Paul Ricard. The cars ran exceptionally well. If I remember right, at one point they were in first and second place. But unfortunately, Guglielmin, I think his engine blew up, if I remember right, and Capelli ended up having engine trouble, and I think he, if I remember right, he come in on the podium. I could be right, I could be wrong, I'm going off memory right now. But that's the model that's coming next. Anyway, onwards, let's get it made.